Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm going to share 3 fun pumpkin-themed activities that you can do with your kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade students. Last month, I shared some apple-themed activities. You can go check those out here if you want. And I wanted to continue doing that same type thing for each month this year, kind of make a seasonal video with some freebies and some ideas that you can throw into your classroom and use right away. If you've seen my videos before, then welcome back. And if you are new here, my name is Susan Jones. I'm a former 1st grade and K-2 literacy teacher who now spends a lot of time here on YouTube making videos for teachers just like you. I'm doing this while I'm currently getting my master's in curriculum and instruction, and I really just like to keep up with what you guys are doing in the classroom. I like to, research the best research out there for teaching primary learners and share it with you guys in easy to digest, easy to use videos that you can take and use in your classroom right away. That is always my goal here on this channel, so if you're ready to dive in for some pumpkin themed activities, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Pumpkin-themed activity number 1 I have for you is actually a freebie, and it is called Pumpkin Patch Number Match. I made this freebie years ago. It looks like this right here, and it is perfect to throw in a kindergarten or 1st grade center. All students will have to do is count up the pumpkin seeds in the 10 frames and find the matching number. You can see these are cut up like little puzzles, so students will have to figure out which one goes where, and once they have matched them all, they can actually write the number word on the recording sheet along with it. Simple, fun, I love it. All right, pumpkin-themed activity number 2 is another math one, and it is called Pumpkin Pickin, and it looks like this right here. Now, this is the recording sheet that I have in my pumpkin math 1st grade math unit, and here you can see the number 5 was picked, so they would just take their little counters and fill in 5 of the pumpkins. Now, because there's 10 there, the goal of this is to figure out 5 plus what equals 10. So on the recording sheet, they would have to see 5 plus 5 equals 10. They will then remove the counters and pick a new number to do this with as well. This is a great one for decomposing numbers and finding missing add-ins within 10 to show all the combinations and ways to make 10. Now, like I mentioned, those recording sheets are in my pumpkin math unit. It looks like this right here, but you could totally make a sheet like that by finding some clip art of pumpkins. You just need 10 of them on a page, make a bunch of copies for your class, and then have them pull cards that are in the numbers 1 through 10 to make the different combinations. All right, activity number 3 is a bit of a twofer because I wanted to get some literacy skills in this video as well. And this one you'll see will combine literacy and math. But this book right here, How Many Seeds in a Pumpkin by Margaret McNamara, is a great one for teaching students about estimating and skip counting, and of course it continues with that whole pumpkin theme. Now, I've done a math activity to go along with this book many times in my 1st grade classroom, and what I would do is after reading this book, I would make a math center where I found these cute little fall buckets that look like this right here, and I would fill them up with a bunch of manipulatives. And then with each of the little buckets, I would have a card that either said 2, 5, or 10. And with a partner, students would go to one of the little buckets, and they would have to then see 2, 5, or 10 how they're going to group their items to determine how many are there. So if they had the 2, they would group it by 2s, and then skip count by 2s to find the answer. If they had the 5, they would do it with 5s, and of course 10 with 10s. To make it a little interesting, in each of the buckets, I like to try to use some different manipulatives. So I had some foam cubes there, some buttons. Other buckets had little teddy bears to count, connecting cubes, all sorts of fun little manipulatives. So that's an easy guided activity that students could do with a partner after you read that book. Now, I said this tip was a twofer because also for another literacy pumpkin themed activity, you can read the book Spookly. Now, I have a copy of this that I cannot find right now, but this is a really cute story about a square pumpkin. And there are many different literacy activities you can do after you've read this book, but some of my favorites are talking about adjectives where students will have to describe Spookly, and then we talk about how Spookly is unique, right? He's not round like all the other pumpkins. He's a unique square pumpkin. And so I like to have my students think about something that makes them unique and special as well. Then they can simply write a few sentences about what makes them special and draw a picture of themselves. I went ahead and created created a quick little recording sheet that you can use with your own students after you read Spookly if you want them to write about their unique and special qualities as well. So there you have some pumpkin themed activities that you can take and use with your students in the upcoming month of October. Even if you don't use these exact activities, I hope these sparked some ideas that you might be able to implement in your own upcoming lessons. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so I know. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel and click that bell. That way you're notified of every new video. See you in the next one. Bye.